No, this is my friend girl.
Oh.
I think when we think of God as like a father, I think a lot of people perceive that differently than I do, because really he's all that I've ever had as a dad. My earliest memory is being in one of those back courtyard areas of an apartment. It was a small apartment. Even though it was like really small, I remember it was filled with all kinds of things for me to play with. I remember being happy there and having my mom smiling and looking at me. It was always us two. So home was never, I guess, where we lived or what room we rented or what apartment we were in. It was always wherever the two of us were together. My mom played the role of both parents, basically. When I would really wonder why I didn't have a dad, where was my dad, she would always instill in me that Jesus is your father. She was always pushing me towards God. So if I had a problem or anything, she would tell me to go to my room and talk to my dad. My junior year of high school, I started looking into colleges, and when I kept looking into colleges, we went and visited APU. The atmosphere and the culture and the people at APU, that's what really drew me. So I heard about the APU's Trustee Scholarship, and I applied for that. I put all my energy into applying for the Trustee Scholarship rather than applying to a lot of different colleges. I did my best, and whatever was in God's plan would happen. And I was on a bus to a volleyball game, and I remember getting a call. So I pick up the phone, and they were like, "We just wanted to let you know that congratulations, you got the scholarship." And then all the people that were in on the decision were in the background, and I was on speakerphone. So they all started cheering and everything. So it was just the most wonderful feeling. Getting the scholarship was just the greatest way to, thank my mom for all the sacrifices she made for me and be able to tell her, "Look, Mom, I am thankful for all your sacrifices, and I wanted to work hard, and I wanted to try to get this to as a thank you, And that just started off my whole career with APU on such a good note. Having the scholarship allowed me to do things like RA, Alpha Leader, Ambassador, Mexico Outreach, which has played a really big part in my experience at APU. I went for a total of 9 trips, and I got to spend a lot of time in these communities in Mexico. Every time I would go, it was just so meaningful. I got to spend a lot of time with over the years was a little boy named Oscar and his mom, Sarah. Oscar was also the son of a single mom, so it was just interesting kind of seeing myself reflected in a different culture. Since we did have similar beginnings, I guess, his mom would say that I gave her hope for her son, right? Because she would see me coming from a single mom who was poor and everything, and now wanting to be a doctor. And she would say that now Oscar wanted to be a doctor, or Oscar wanted to do things because he saw me doing it. So I think that was special to me, that I could be something to inspire Oscar to shoot for the stars. If I didn't have the opportunity to go to APU because I didn't have the scholarship, my life would be completely different. I'm very grateful because I've been given so many opportunities and been invested in so much. My life and anything that I've achieved, all of that is the product of somebody else pouring into me. Everything that my mom has put into me, that my professors have put into me, my friends, everybody, because somebody taught me how to do it. Somebody showed me which paths to take. We look at the world and we can make judgments on what somebody's worth, but everybody is an instrument for God, and He can use anybody to further His kingdom and His purposes in this world. If it weren't for God giving me these opportunities, I would be nothing. So I'm grateful because I know I owe everything that I am and everything that I have to other people. None of it is inherently from myself.